So I've booked over 1,000 sales calls from cold DMs only in a little bit less than a year. And after trying hundreds of different systems, scripts, what is the best first message that you can send, what is the best acquisition channel to send the cold DMs on, now I can confidently say that I found the absolute best system when it comes to sending cold DMs and booking qualified sales calls. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down this exact same system so that you can implement it for yourself and book even more calls than I did. And guys, if you don't believe me, that this stuff actually works. In here, you can check some of the results that I actually got from the system. And if you go onto my calendar, you can see that I'm booking on average 3 to 5 calls every single day. And I can also refresh the page just to show you that this is actually legit. And we even have 8 more pages that go with all the bookings that I've been getting from this exact same system. Now, without wasting any more time, let's dive right into this. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to send cold DMs fully automatically without you having to lift a finger, and I'm going to show you the exact process that I'm using right now to book all of these calls and get all of these results that you see on the screen. Now, to do this, we will need a software called Cold DMs. Okay, so this software is going to allow you to send automated messages on Instagram only. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to head over onto colddms.com and you want to install the actual Chrome extension. Okay, now once you've done this, you will get redirected onto the dashboard right here. And the first thing that you want to do is you want to set up the correct time zone. Okay, so go onto the settings right here. And you want to select the correct time zone of when you are going to send the messages. Okay, then once you have this, what you want to do next is you want to click onto the extension and you want to make sure to have this added onto your Google Chrome, okay? Because this is going to be the extension that is going to allow you to send them messages automatically, okay? Now, once that's done, the second thing that you want to do before doing anything on the campaign, the messages and everything, you want to head over onto Instagram and you need to optimize your Instagram profile. Now, you need to think of your Instagram profile as your landing page. Okay. Now, when you send a message to a potential client, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to check out your profile. So if it looks like shit and if it looks like a scammy thing, then obviously these people are not going to reply. So it's very, very important to optimize the profile first. Okay. Now, what you want to do in here, which is very simple. First off, you want to have a clear profile picture, something like this. Then you want to have a pretty optimized biography, so called like this. For example, I've put I scale agencies, which is exactly what I do. Then I have the link to my company profile, wherein here I have all the social proof, all the people that I've helped, and so on and so on. And then I have right here a little bit more social proof. So generated over $200,000 in client revenue. And then here I have the link to my website where there's a VSL. There is even more social proof that people can actually check out, and so on and so on. Okay. Then on to the story highlights. Now in here, I would suggest you to do kind of a mix between your lifestyle, because guys, this is your main profile. This is your personal profile. So it's need to be personal in some way. So some stories, not too many, about your lifestyle. For example, this 2025, and I have a few stories in here. Then the most of the story highlights would ideally need to be stories about either how you help your clients, so like client results. If you have them, make sure to leverage them as much as possible. If you don't have results, you can leverage your own results, or if you don't have your own results yet, what you can do also is you can simply put up stories that educate your ideal client profile and give out free value. Okay, but if you do have any kind of results, make sure to leverage them as your first option, and that includes the other stuff. Okay. Now, once you have this done, Then onto the post section. In here, really what you have to do is you have to have a mix again of a few lifestyle posts. For example, this is a lifestyle post, as you can see, some random pictures. Or, and sorry, you need to have some posts, ideally videos or reels, that educate your target audience. Okay, now these videos need to solve problems, need to give out free value, and need to be specifically tailored to your niche. Okay, so for example, as you can see, this is a video of me breaking down a system exactly like I'm doing right now. Or I don't know, this is another video of me breaking down another system that I have videos that are a little bit more broad. So for example, this one, when they ask, what is your dream job? Are you low-key just trying to make 20 mil and travel the world? And all of this stuff in between. If you want to have a look at how to sort of structure these type of videos, you can go onto my profile, which is called Locatelli Official, and you can see the type of videos that I'm posting, what you could potentially take inspiration from, and so on and so on. Now, once you have your main profile optimized, then we can actually start sending the messages. Okay. So first thing that you want to do is create a campaign. Okay. So go on to the campaign side, click on new campaign. I already have a new one right here. Then you want to open the campaign. You want to go onto the settings first, and in here you want to set up the times of when you're going to send the messages. Okay, now in my case I put between 7 to 9 p.m. Okay, then onto the messages per day. These are per account. Very important, you need to put this at 40. Okay, now you want to send a maximum of 40 DMs per day per account. If you try to go above that, and it's very likely that your account will either get flagged, suspended, or even banned. So because we don't want this, make sure to stay between 35 to 40. I have 40 because I haven't seen any problems for me so far. Okay, then what you want to do next is you want to put the actual leads that you're going to scrape, so the targets. Now to do this, you want to go onto the section right here called targets, and you want to include the usernames of these people. Okay, now to find these people, very simple. You can do two things. First one is you search for the specific keywords of your ideal client profile in your industry. For example, I target agencies, so I could put agency or agency owner like this. This is a qualified lead, a potential lead for me. So what I do is I then copy the username and I put this right here. Then if I want to find more people that have a profile similar to this dude, I click onto the suggested icon right here, and it gives a list of more people that have a similar profile as him. And as you can see, it's very, very easy to then find lots of qualified leads. This is a qualified lead. What I do is I copy the username, I go right here, I click on to enter, I put the username. Then I want to get more people from him. What I do is I do again the same thing. Click on the suggested and I get more people. For example, this guy right here. What I do, copy the username again like this. I paste it onto cold DMs and I keep on going. And as you can see, running out of leads by doing this method is literally impossible, because every time you have new leads that you can get it suggested from, and it keeps on going pretty much forever. Okay, and if you don't want to do this yourself, what you can also is you can find different automations that allow you to do this. And if you go onto my YouTube channel, guys, which is called Carlo Official, this one, I've just released a new video called How to Scrape Unlimited Free Leads from Instagram Using AI. And this pretty much just shows you how to actually scrape these leads in bulk, fully automated, without you having to do all of this manual process that I've just showed you right now. So if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. Now, another method that I like to use to find qualified leads is to scrape the followers of my competitors. Okay, now you see the people that already follow big influencers in your niche are people that have shown interest towards that niche, meaning that finding more potential clients is going to be easier for you. Okay, for example, a qualified, not actually qualified, a big influencer in my niche is Sergi Katari. What I do is I click onto the Sergi Katari followers, I check out a few of the followers that he has. For example, this guy, Jonas, he is a qualified lead for me. So what I do is I then grab the username again, and again I click onto the suggested, and again in here I have more qualified leads that I can contact. For example, Will, qualified lead, grab the username, click on suggested, and I go on and on again. As you can see, it's pretty much the same method. Just by doing so right here, you can find a little bit more people than if you'd rather just put the keywords in here. So this totally depends onto yourself. Now, once you have the usernames, what you want to do is you want to click onto the list name right here, and you can put like, I don't know, lead list, something like this. Click onto create, and then you have the lead list of these three people. Okay. Then once you have it, go onto the campaigns back again. Then you want to click onto open campaign, go onto the targets, select the actual targets. So put a check right here. Then onto the sequences. This is going to be the first message that you're going to send. Okay. Now, this is my own first message, and this has been working extremely well. Now, in my case, I have first name. Are you still taking on clients right now? I don't want to pitch without permission, but I've just made a free personalized video on how our client Jitin added $10,000 per month to his agency offer in just 15 days. Mind if I send it over? And only if you find it of value, we can chat. Worst case scenario, you steal the whole system and run with it. Haha. Now, as you can see, guys, what I'm doing right here is I am giving value up front. Now, I'm not like all of the other guys that you see sending cold DMs that all they want is to get a reply from someone. They could either send the most absolute fucking deceiving message ever just to get a yes or a no from these people. What I'm doing right here is I'm being very upfront with these guys, and I'm also giving them value up front. I'm just literally saying, hey, I've just made a free video on how we help our client do this. I'm not even saying that this could help them. I can send it over if you want to, if this may be helpful for you. And if you like it, cool, we can chat. If not, that's totally fine, right? And how you structure this message is very simple. First off, in here in the opener, you want to catch their interest, but you want to make sure that this message is not deceiving. Okay. Now, I help my clients. Let me show you this from here. I help my clients get more clients. Okay. So, because of this, I'm asking to them, hey, are you still taking on clients right now? Because if they're not, what is the point of me trying to pitch them my services, right? So, again, first thing is I create curiosity. And in this case, I say, first name, are you still taking on clients right now? Now, what you could do also, for example, let's say that you are targeting coaches, right? What you could say is, hey, first name, are you offering coaching services at the moment, right? Because if yes, then okay, cool, you can potentially help these people. Then when it comes to creating the actual message, so right here, I don't want to pitch you without permission, but I've just made a free personalized videos on how. In here, the first thing that you want to do if you have it is showcase client results. Now, this is the type of message that gets the absolute most replies and the most people to book in. If you don't have client results that you can showcase like I'm doing, what you can do also is you can showcase your own personal results. Okay. So, for example, you can tell them, hey, I've just made a free video on how I've been able to book, I don't know, 20 sales calls in 1 week without using any ads or any cold outreach, for example, right? And if you don't have results of your own that you can showcase as your last option, you could potentially simply tell them how you can help them. Okay. So I don't know how to say this, like no results, something like that. So in here, you could say, I just made a free video on how I could potentially help you add an extra 20 to 30K a month without using any ads, any cold outreach, by using this simple method, for example. I don't know. Okay. Then you want to put this thing. You can copy and paste this if you want. Mind if I send it over? And only if you find it of value, we can chat. Worst case scenario, you steal the whole system and run with it. Haha. Okay. Then obviously, once someone replies, you will have to make a video on that exact thing that you've promised in the first message. and my actual video, which is this one that I can show you right now, which I have on my appointment setting document. In this video, guys, all I do is I simply break down exactly what I've promised right here. Okay. And I break this down in a way that it's very interesting to the prospect, right? I'm not going too much into details about how the process works. I'm just showing the actual dream outcome of the process. So for example, building a high ticket offer so that you can charge 5 to 10K, higher profit margin, so on and so on, or the systems that I'm using, 100% fully automated, 3 to 5 calls every single day. I have all of the results. And guys, if you want me to make a video on exactly how to create these type of messages, how to structure a proper VSL, so something like this that you're seeing right now, just let me know inside of the comments. I will make sure to create a video as soon as possible. Okay. Now, this is pretty much it for the message that you have to send. And note, guys, after booking over 1,000 sales calls in a little bit less than a year, I found that this message is the one that gets me not the most replies, but the most qualified calls onto my calendar that I can then easily close when I actually hop on these calls. Okay. So I would highly suggest you to use a script like this. Okay. Then what you want to do next is you want to put the account in here. Now, as you can see, I have multiple accounts. Why? Well, because as I said before, you are limited to 40 DMs, cannot even fucking spell, per account per day. Okay. So because of this, 40 DMs is pretty decent, but if you can send more, will be even better, right? And in my case, I have 10 different accounts, which means I'm sending 400 DMs per day, which is a pretty solid amount of messages, right? And to do this, guys, you would need to have an anti-detect browser, which allows you to host multiple browsers in a single PC. You will have to have multiple proxies and everything in between. And again, I won't be going too much in depth about this topic in this video. If you want me to make a video on exactly how to set up multiple accounts, where to download an anti-detect browser, how to buy proxies, how to set this whole thing up so that you can send, like I'm doing, around 400 DMs per day fully automatically, always just let me know inside of the comments. Now, once you have the accounts right here selected and you have also this icon checked, then what you want to do next is you want to simply head over onto the Cold DMs Chrome extension and click onto press to start, and it will actually start sending all of the messages automatically. Okay. Now, once you actually have sent all of the messages, there is one very important thing that you can do. There is this icon right here called inbox, the Unibox. Now, what this does, it allows you to check all of the replies that you've got in a single place without you having to scroll down all of the account, trying to find the replies and everything in there. Okay. So in here, as you can see, you can already check all of the replies that you've gotten. Also, if you're using multiple accounts like I'm doing, having to switch between like 5, 10, even 20 different accounts is a freaking mess. So what you can do is you can use this Unibox function that pretty much allows you to check all of the replies that you've gotten in one single place, and you can directly then reply from the actual Unibox. So this function is absolutely insane. And guys, this is pretty much everything as per how to set up this system. Now, if you want help in setting up these exact same systems and also sending outwards of 400 to 1,000 DMs every single day, completely automated, if you want my help one-on-one and my team to actually implement this all for you, then there is a link that you can click down below where you can watch a quick 5 to 6 minute video that pretty much briefly explains exactly how we do this, how we can help you, and how we can help you sign more clients. Now, guys, I hope you found this video valuable, and I will see you on to the next one. Bye-bye. Ciao.